Well, hello there, friends. Another amazing recipe today. A spinach salad with a hot bacon dressing and a goat cheese custard. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly how to make it. Remember, don't forget, ring the bell so you get a notification. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And please subscribe. Stay tuned. We're going to show you exactly how to make this. All right, friends. Well, let me show you how to make this amazing salad. First, we're going to make a custard. We're going to make a roasted garlic custard with the goat cheese and cheddar cheese, and I'm going to show you how to make this. And that custard, we're putting it on a salad today with a hot bacon dressing, but you can make that custard for anything. You could serve it with lamb, you could serve it with chicken, you could serve it with fish, you can serve it with anything. It's really amazing. I'm telling you, I love it with a rack of lamb next to it. In fact, I have to do a video on a rack of lamb. So, friends, let me tell you what I did here. Mise en place, it's got to be ready. It's going to take a little while. We're going to put it in the oven. It's going to cook, and then we're going to let it rest, and then I'm going to finish the salad. So this is going to be like, we're going to make the custard. You can make it in advance. All right, so let's do it. First thing we got to do is make sure we got a mise en place ready. Let me get my stove going, and the stove is going to go right now, and we're going to saute some shallots. We're going to add some sun-dried tomatoes. Then I got some chopped spinach, and I got some fresh thyme, and I got some roasted garlic. And I just roasted some garlic, see right there, and it's soft, with a little bit of rosemary. Just that's all I did. I use this little garlic gadget. It's a cool thing. It's silicone. I love silicone. And if you don't have one of those, just take a little glass bowl, and put a little silicone top on it, or however you want to roast your garlic. Some people do an aluminum foil. I don't really like aluminum foil, but it's up to you, however you want to roast it. This is really a cool little gadget if you can find it. We're going to put a little bit of that delicious. Plus, I use my roasted garlic olive oil. So I got roasted garlic olive oil and roasted garlic. So it's going to be really nice, okay? I hope you like. I love roasted garlic. It's very mild. Very creamy and mild. And of course, we're going to add a little butter. Yeah. It wouldn't be our channel if we didn't use any butter. So butter is good for you. So we're going to saute this. We're going to get it hot. And we're going to saute the shallots and put it in, and the sun-dried tomato. Sun-dried tomato, friends, I like to cut them nice and small. Cut them however you want to cut them. But I'll tell you what, I think you get a lot better with I don't like to have a big piece of sun-dried tomato in there. And the cheese that I'm using today is goat cheese and cheddar cheese, but you don't like goat cheese? Use a mascarpone cheese. You can use a blue cheese. I love making it with a beautiful. It's got to be a good blue cheese, though. It can't be no blue cheese. So we're gonna wait for that to get hot. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the custard when they're made. We're gonna put them in this little ramekin right there. And I hate to say it, but you got to spray them with a nonstick spray, because if you spray them with butter when they're cold, the butter will congeal, and it's not going to come out that easy. So it's best to do a little nonstick spray. Just very lightly, buy a nice nonstick spray, and it won't stick. Otherwise, it's going to stick. If you put butter, I promise you, when they're cold, if they're too cold, the butter will congeal. You can't take them out, right? So we're going to make sure this is hot, and we're going to saute our shallots. If you don't have shallots, you use onion. Especially if you're in May, June, July, August, you can use the Vidalia onion, because they're in season right now, and they're nice and soft. So we're going to saute them really quick. I'm only making 6 of them, and it's really an easy recipe. It just takes a little while, but I promise you, this is the kind of thing, if you're going to make this recipe for us, not just for the salad, you're going to make it for just next to a steak, next to a New York strip or on a grill. You can make them the day before, and you warm them up in a warm oven. Remember when you warm up something? 250, 275, warm it up slowly. You don't want it to get too hot. You want to warm them up until you have an internal temperature of 145, 150. It doesn't matter what you're reheating. A soup, a gratin potatoes, a custard, doesn't matter what you're reheating. You don't want to reheat it more than 145, 150, because you can't eat any hotter than that. So what's the sense of reheating the hotter than that? You're reheating a lasagna. Do the same thing. You don't need to go higher than that. You know what you do, friends? You get a thermometer. Get one of them thermometer there, right there. One of them reading thermometer. You're reheating a custard. You're reheating a soup. You're reheating anything. Check it out. There's no sense of going over 145, because you can't eat over 145. All right. So we're sauteing that. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, friends, just to get going, I'm going to get the cream It's got cream, and this is 1.5 ounce per custard. Those little ramekin right there are 3 ounces, 3.5 ounces, depends the size you're using. I got here 1.5 ounce of cream, and I'm going to put the cheese and I'm going to melt it in there, okay? So put a little fresh thyme in there to give us nice flavor. So far, nothing complicated, and it's easy for me. I can talk all I want. So, some people say I talk too much, but that's okay. They can go to another channel where they don't talk at all. And we saute in this, and then we're going to put some spinach. You see? Right there, little spinach. And then we're going to finish the custard. So far, nothing complicated. You see, I don't do anything complicated. The only thing that I have to admit, though, is it takes prep. But it takes prep to be a good cook. You know, and I promise you, you put a roasted garlic custard, and if you don't like garlic, just don't put the garlic in there. You can still make a beautiful custard. You can make a mushroom custard. Mushroom and spinach custard is delicious. You just saute the mushroom exactly the same way I'm doing right now. We want to get rid of all the water, because remember, we're making a custard, and water doesn't like custard. So look, I'm just going to put this on the side. There's not much to get going here, so I'm just going to keep it going over there, just like this. And then I'm going to make my custard, all right? So let me go on high. And so the cream, the cheese, I use an English cheddar. I love an English cheddar, but you can use whatever cheddar makes you happy. And then we're going to use a little bit of the goat cheese. Oop, be careful. Measure carefully. I tell you, I love a lot of goat cheese, friends. It's up to you. But this is about 4 ounces of goat cheese. I'll give you the exact recipe. Remember, for those of you that always say to me, where's the recipe? Where's the recipe? You're not used to it. But on YouTube, friends, the recipe is right below the video. There's a link that says show more. You click on show more, and you will see the recipe. Right there. I mean, there's a link to the recipe. You can go to our website. All the recipes are free. We don't charge for the recipe. I don't understand how people would charge some of the recipe. You don't charge for a recipe. You give it to everybody. Recipes is a thing you need to share. You know, I'm so happy to be doing this and sharing this with you guys. Let me take this out of there. Right there. All right. So now, this is hot. It don't need to be that hot. And then we got eggs. We got 1 whole egg per person. You know what? Let me not forget, friends, to put the garlic in there. There's a little rosemary. I don't like the rosemary in there. I mean, I love the flavor of the rosemary. I just don't like the pieces of rosemary. So that's why I'm using a fork. You think I could have used a clean fork, right? There you go. Let me use a clean fork. See, look. And the garlic, friends, is, see, look. It's soft. You see? You put your fork right in it. It's just soft. It's like butter. And then what we're going to do, oh, yeah. This is delicious. I love a roasted garlic custard. I thought there was another one in there. I guess not. All right, here we go. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to mix all this up nice, and then we're going to puree the whole thing. We got everything we need. You know what we haven't done yet is salt. We're going to put a Mediterranean sea salt, and we're going to put black pepper, so I don't forget. You can also add a little bit of hot sauce in there if you wanted to. There'd be nothing wrong with that. A little bit of sriracha in there would be delicious. Just a little bit of heat. We don't want a lot of heat, just a little bit of heat, friends, okay? Let me make sure I finish cooking this. Matter of fact, you know, if I have some, here, I got some. I'll put a little bit of hot sauce in there, friends. Just a little bit, eh? You don't need to put just a little bit. There we go. Now, this is good. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to puree all that thing. Make sure the cheese has melted correctly. See? We're going to just puree this. Just like this. Just to make sure the cheese is melted correctly. Yeah, that's all I'm doing it for, just like that. Right? All right. Now what I'm going to do, friends, I'm going to break the eggs. This tool is great. You know, there's got to be an electric tool. That's what I use the most in my kitchen. And now what we're going to do, friends, we're going to temper the eggs a little bit. I have a little bit of a mess in here, but it's okay. We're just going to go in there and temper our eggs, which means we put the eggs slowly. You see? Oh, there's a piece of garlic in there. That one is for me. I guess a piece of garlic did not get all the way Ask it for me. Unless what you should do, though, we could do this. Look. What do you think? Right? There you go. That garlic would have gone by now. There you go. That's it. So now we got a beautiful custard. Now we're going to take this sun-dried tomato things and put this in the bottom. So remember, if you make your custard with the mushroom and the spinach, you can do exactly the same thing that I'm doing now. Whatever vegetables you want to put in here, it's up to you. Put this in the bottom, you see? And if you have some of that left, you put this in omelette. You put this in a scrambled eggs. Save it. It'll be delicious in scrambled eggs. In an omelette and a frittata. You know frittata, it comes to think about it. I've been meaning to tell you that. Frittata. You guys have not watched my frittata recipe. I'll tell you what. There's so many bad frittata recipe out there. I decided I was going to show you how to make a great frittata, and it only got like 30,000 views or something. Folks, you got to watch my frittata recipe. I promise you, frittata is an amazing recipe, and it's so easy to make. You have to watch it, I promise you. It's such a great meal. You make it on Sunday, all week. You have lunch, beautiful slice of frittata. You can serve it with a green salad. It makes a nice dinner. And I promise you, when you make my frittata recipe, you'll make it a million times. We're going to take this. We're going to pour it in each one of them. My stove is going beep, 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 beep. Here you go. Don't beep no more. You don't, no. And here we have it. That garlic clove still didn't go through. It still went through. Look, put it right in there, friends. See what I mean? Right there. I have a little extra here that we're going to make after the show. But I'll give you the exact recipe when I write it. So just follow the recipe I have on the website, and you'll have the exact measurement. I'll give you the exact measurement of everything. So you'll have it. Fill it up as much as you want. And now, friends, since we're doing a custard, what are we doing when we do a custard? We put water, hot water. This is hot water. Okay, you take hot water, you put it in here, and you fill it up about halfway. That's how you make every custard, friend. Trust me, this is worth it. It might be a little trouble, but you serve this next to anything, I promise you're going to love it. I'm going to pop it in the oven. I should have put the water in the oven, but I never do that. You know, you would think I learn, but I don't. My oven is set at 375, 350, 375. We're going to cook it in there until it's solid, and we're going to take them out, and we're going to serve them. Like I said, you can serve with anything, but we're going to serve them today with a spinach salad with a hot bacon dressing. That's going to be amazing. All right? So we'll be back whenever the custards are cooked. It could be a half hour, 45 minutes, because I'm going to let them rest so I can take them out of the mold and put them on the spinach salad. All right? So we'll be right back. Well, it's been half hour, friends, and they are ready. I just wanted to show you real quick because we're going to let them rest another 15 minutes, which means we'll come back. I just wanted to show you what happened is they're puffy when they first come out, and then they're going to fall. But you see they're solid right there. So we're going to let them rest 15, 20 minutes before we can take them out because it's too hot. You can't even grab it right now. We're going to let them rest, all right? So we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, friends. Well, the custards are out. We let them rest. Don't let them rest too long before you mold them, otherwise they're not going to come out. So 10, 15 minutes so you can hold them, you can handle them. They're still going to be hot. You may have to wear those hot gloves things. We're going to make the dressing now, friends. And the dressing is a hot bacon dressing. Very simple to make. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil. I'm using a butter olive oil. Butter olive oil. So we're going to put it in there, friends. I butter olive oil on egg in the morning. Let me tell you. It's nothing like starting your day with butter. And we're going to saute bacon. Now remember, we're going to put those shallots in there, but remember, the only time onion is number 2, is when there's bacon. Otherwise, bacon is always number one. I mean, onion is all. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to saute this bacon right there. Got this hickory smoked bacon. It smells delicious. We're going to get a little bit of that fat, then we're going to render. So I'm kind of not on high because otherwise I'll burn the lean part of the bacon. So I'm doing it slowly, right? And I'm going to put some shallots in there. And then I'm going to make a very simple dressing with some lemon vinegar. If you don't have lemon vinegar, use the good vinegar, maybe a little lemon juice. You want a little acidity to offset the fat. And that's it. I mean, it's very simple. I'm going to put some shallots in there. And the shallots are going to saute slightly. We're going to do this not too fast. For decoration, I have red beets. Then we cut in julienne, and then we cut them in diamond shape. So we look rich. And then I got golden beets. Then we did the same. We cut them in little diamond shape. You cut them in the strips, and then you cut them in a sideway. And that gives you the little diamond shape, right? Red bell peppers, cut very, very, very small. It's a very sweet red bell peppers. And I got some red onion. So red onion, red bell peppers, beets if you get them. If you don't have beets, don't worry about it. Still be good. It's decoration. I mean, it'll be nice, right? And then we're going to get this shallots and this bacon to be nice and golden brown. And then we're going to put the oil, and that's going to be our dressing. I mean, a child could do this. It's not complicated. We're going to take a custard, dear friends, and make sure they're not too hot. You want them hot, though. You want to serve them hot. You take them, see they come right out. I come right out as long as you don't leave them in there too long, right? And you put your custard right there, my friends. Except we're going to put it in a second. Ooh, they're hot. It's still hot, right? So let's finish this dressing right there. Make sure this is the bacon is nice. We want a little more caramelization on the bacon. So we're going to just increase the heat just a little bit. You don't want it to be too hot anyway, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to put some of the red beets in here. Red beets on the plate. Don't be too concerned about how you put it on there. But if we have diamond shape, we're going to show it. We're going to show it off, right? We made diamond. It's a lot cheaper to buy beets diamond. Trust me. Ay. I can hear the comment now already. Beet diamond. Some ladies are going to say, I don't want beet diamond. I want a real diamond. I don't blame you. Some of those golden beets right there. We'll put those on the plate too. See, it's pretty cool, right? We'll put them right there. That's because I'm waiting. I can spend, okay, that's good. See right there, my friends? We got a nice little caramelization right there. Enough. Stop. Shh. Enough. We put a little bit more butter, olive oil. We're making a dressing. So oil and vinegar. And the vinegar right here, a little sweet lemon. Lemon vinegar right there. Beautiful. We're going to put some black peppercorn. Black peppercorn. And we're going to make it all coarse. I like this peppercorn meal because you can adjust. It's a Peugeot pepper meal. You can adjust. And I got this onion salt. Little onion salt in there. All right. Then we're going to mix all this up. And we're going to have ourselves a hot bacon dressing. Let me tell you, on a spinach, the hot bacon dressing, I don't have to tell you. You know already, right? You know already what that's going to be like, right? So, red bell peppers. Red bell peppers. Don't mess up my design, red bell peppers. A little bit of red onion. And then we're going to put the dressing on top of the salad. That's it. You don't mess up my design. There you go. Right there, I got to put a little more red beets. I was doing the beets and I got interfered with the bacon. I got, this is because I got nothing else to do right here. I'm doing this. At home, you're feeding the kids. You're going to say, I'm not doing this. But if you got the time, why not? Right? Then we'll make it look pretty. What do you think? Right? It costs the same price to make it look pretty. Sometimes it's worth it. All right? There we go. That's it. Enough. Okay, Jean-Pierre, just drop it. Otherwise, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put too many of them, and then I'm not going to like it. Okay, a spoon. A spoon. Oh, that's a fork. I take a spoon right there, my friend. You gotta try this. Let me tell you, as an appetizer, for a dinner party, you can have the custard made in advance, right? And you're gonna take your bacon, your hot bacon dressing, right there. Let me tell you something, my friends. This salad is to die for. You take your custard right there, put it on top, and make sure it stays nice. And this is an amazing spinach salad with a hot bacon dressing. And I promise you, this is so easy to make, right? A little preparation to cut the vegetables and all that, but I promise you, you'll try this, you're gonna love it. Remember, if you like the recipe, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell so you get notification every Thursday when I put out a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.